Hey, listen, this is actually our job this morning is to basically install extra lighting back here for the workstations for the cosmetology ladies. One of the first things you want to do is come down and take a look at the area, see what you're going to look at, what you might need to do. Try to figure out what kind of problems you're in. We didn't really do that when we first started. Yeah, we can do this. It's going to be easy. Put 4 lights in. Well, we did run into some problems. And this we're going to remove one of the ceiling tiles, and we're going to take a look and see exactly what some of those problems are. Stretch out your ladder, of course. Make sure you do your inspections on your ladders before you take a look at that. Safety glasses. Again, safety glasses are a necessity. You don't have to have them on your face all the time, but you do have to have them with you. Pick out what tile you plan on taking out, and then try to get one next to it so you can actually review what you're going to look at. Yeah, we're putting in that one right there. So I'm going to try to get 2 close to this one right here, like right next to it if I can, or something around that line, just so I can see what's going on. So this one's not going to be easy taking down. We'll grab another one. Oh, look at that, nice and easy. Now, as I take a look up here, it's sort of hard to see above the grid. It looks like it should be nice and easy to slip it in. Looks like this might be a good spot actually to bring it up into also. We should be able to angle it this way and then swing it back. Now, at times when you take some of these grids out, you have no other choice other than to do what I'm going to do. Now you can actually come and take a look, and here's the problem that we ran into. This ceiling duct is right there. Very, very little spacing in between that point and along the support points for that ceiling duct. And so just trying to slip one of these fixtures in, a lot nicer with these LED fixtures than they are for some of the fluorescent ones. LEDs are very, very narrow. And of course, with the ground person, he usually prepares, he tries to stay a step ahead of where the person on the ladder is. So just because he can handle the material and get things going, things run a little faster, a little easier, a little smoother. I want your hand to be just like that. Now again, try to be gentle with the light fixture, try not to scratch the fixture, and watch out for the lens. Try to keep that lens in good shape. Oh, maybe not. Spoke too soon, maybe.
Can we get it back angle through here?
That's what I'm trying to see if I can. Oh, yeah. Ooh, I would, except I got one of those other supports right there. I got some.
Come to you.
Yep.
And now it's just on that tie wire.
Yep.
Left corner or right corner. There you go.
All right.
That's it.
Now our fixtures are in, and we're just getting ready for wiring.
I said a minimum length you can use on MC. This is MC 12.2. It's number 12 wire, 2 conductors with a ground, metallic. You can use, minimum length is 18 inches. Maximum length you can use is 6 feet. If you're 6 feet tall, you can use your arm lengths to measure from fingertip to fingertip. That's to get you about 6 feet. Some of the newer MC cable actually has markings on it every foot. You can count the feet mark, cut them at the lines. This particular brand just doesn't. So whenever you're measuring, measure 6 feet. Use your side cutters. Give yourself a couple of extra inches, just in case you measure wrong. We're going to use MC Quick Connects. This is MC cable. We'll be using MC Quick Connects. What you can do is go up about 6 inches off of it, bend it, straighten it back out, give it a little bit of a twist, which will create an open loop inside around your wires. You can use your side cutters and be very gentle. Don't cut your wire. Cut that loop off. Then what you'll do is you'll come back
7 to 1
and trim this up to where it's nice. You don't have any sharp edges. And then sometimes you'll have a corner sticking up, and then what you'll do is you come back and you cut that corner off. You'll use your Quick Connect. These have little teeth inside of them that grab the cable. What you'll do, cut off the plastic. I always use a little extra, and that piece where I made my cut, I'll bring the plastic around and hold it over that piece that I cut, just to help protect the wires a little bit. You run your Quick Connect down, and all you have to do is push it. You'll hear it snap, and it won't come off. And it has little teeth that will go inside the box and grab it. So all you got to do is push it in. There's no lock nut. And then we'll repeat the same process on the other end. Come about 6 inches. Give it a little bit of a twist that creates the loop. And that'll be your finished whip on both ends, ready to be installed.
Okay, we actually watched Mr. Brown go ahead and make up our fixture whips. He's actually going to finish up the other 3 whips, so we need to finish up the other fixtures. As you see up there, if you look, you can see where the wire's coming in from the main box. Now I'm just going to tap into that spot, and I'm going to run this whip over here to our next fixture, and we're going to wire up that fixture with this one. So we're coming up this one here, going to that next one. Now, the methods that we're showing you here can be used in commercial, and the same kind of methods that we'd be using in residential to do multiple lighting fixtures onto one switch, or onto a 3-way system or a 4-way system. So as I go up here, again, I do have my safety glasses with me if I need them. They look like they use the existing wire nuts that came with this. I'm not sure if I'm going to use those because they're awfully small. Again, even though you might have turned the power off and turned the breaker off, take that tick tester out and check your circuit. Make sure that's dead wiring. Remember, those 3 kinds of electricians, those that have been shocked, those are going to get shocked, and then me, those are going to get shocked again. So make sure you double check. Go ahead and shut it off. Now you're ready to go. I did have a screwdriver with me. I won't need it. Push up one of the connectors and just twist that off. And you leave it. Not a good practice to leave in the ceiling, but it doesn't hurt it. Take your fixture whip, slip your wires through there, and then just push the connector through the hole. There it goes. Sometimes it takes a little bit of force to do it. Now you've got plenty of wire there. Now, NEC says you're supposed to leave 6 inches. Sometimes you're not going to have the space to do that. So you leave as much as you possibly can. As I'm looking at here, I've got my method of hooking things up. I like doing my safety stuff first. So I'm going to hook up my ground. I'm just going to measure off, see what I need for my ground, right about there. And I'm going to cut it. I'm going to strip it back. And she's ready to go. Take off my green wires, do one set at a time. They are not hot, and I've checked them, but act as if they are. Act as if they are just as hot as if the power's on. There's my ground in, and give a tug. Make sure your wires are inside that wire nut. I'm going to do my neutral next. I'm going to check my neutral length. That looks pretty good right there. I'm going to cut it. You know, sometimes it's probably hard to see what my hands are doing. Strip it back. Remember, all you need to do is strip back approximately about a ½ inch to 5/8. Take off the old wire nut. Line up my wires. And then twist it on. Again, tug on your wires. Make sure they're in there. Make sure all of them are in there nice and tight. And last but not least, I'm going to do my power. So I'm bringing my power up to that point. Again, check my length. I'm good with my length right there. Cut what I don't need off. Strip back a bit. Again, this is your power, so pretend like it's hot, even though you know it's not. And your hot's usually going to be the hardest one because, again, you do not want to get shocked. Twist it on nice and tight. Then tug. Make sure that everything's in there. You're not going to get out. Okay, once you got that in there, you're set. I'll find my set screw. Where'd it go? There it is. Turn the wiring back around. Might have to push the fixture up there just to get it in place. Make sure all your wiring is up inside your housing. There. Okay, that's it. Now we'll go on to the next.
Okay, I'm going to be finishing this light up for Mr. Callier. Making sure you put the right bit in for when you take the screw out. Lay your screw on the fixture so you don't lose it. And on a new light install, you'll have plugs, knockout plugs that you'll have to remove to utilize the quick connects. And some of the newer styles have a little screwdriver piece that you can put in, a little slit. Put your flat blade in the little slit, and then you can just roll it out. Wiggle it back and forth and it comes right off. Then you'll take your quick connect in, push your wires through, and you'll push it until you hear it snap. Sometimes they're difficult to do. You're going to pull your wires out, make sure that they're stripped already. I just always like to strip them a little bit more. Sometimes they tend to leave them a little short. You want at least 3/4 of an inch of wire exposed. Then we'll strip our wires from the wires we just added from the other light fixture. We're going to go green to green, which is ground to ground. Make sure you give it a good twist, pull on both wires, make sure it's under the wire nut securely. Then we'll go neutral to neutral, get both ends lined up, put your wire nut on, give it several good twists, pull on both wires. And then our last one is our power. Several good twists, pull on them again. And you'll take your wire nuts, and I always prefer to push them up underneath the trough there so they don't spring out on you as you're trying to put your cover back on. Get the back under the groove. Make sure all your wires are in the trough. Then we can put our screw back in. Alright, got the wires straight, put in, should be good to go. Alright, so now we're going to test our work, and Mr. Callier is going to turn the light switch on, and there we go. Always test your work before you leave your job site.